Hi Scorpio, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always check what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own current life experiences. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below, where you can find the current list of reading services I offer. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Scorpios, I see many of you actually ending this chapter. It has a lot to deal with what was preventing you from pursuing something that you really wanted to pursue, but felt like there were like these ties or this, even just this negative thinking, this negative pattern repeating itself in your life. I see you like being done with something repetitive that really drains you, that really pushes you down or depletes you from energy, something that was no longer sustainable. So I feel like the month could present to you several endings, but all of those endings are actually blessings for many of you Scorpios, because the endings that I'm being shown come with an immediate sense of relief and you feeling replenished energetically and you feeling revived. Now, for some of you, it's important that you keep pushing, that you keep pursuing the vision of tomorrow, which means that the way to go about this without feeling grief or without feeling or staying too stuck in the ending aspect is exactly by you looking at the goals ahead. What does interest you to do tomorrow? What does interest you to do next week, next month, in 1 year, in 2 years? Like projecting the future can actually help many of you Scorpios get more focused, goal-oriented in what matters. And for many of you also, there's this change around the focus you put on things and perhaps placing yourself and your individual self more in the center or as the main character within your own life. So I'm feeling like you placing yourself adequately, where before you would put your needs or put your ambitions or put your priorities individually as second, third, fourth, and you would place more importance on other people in your life or on other circumstances, right? So there's something about this month of February pulling you into growth around your identity and who you identify yourself to be versus who you don't, right? So there's something about working with the self and the identity and stepping into the shoes of the identity you want. But that can only happen when you place that boundary for yourself. And I feel like you're so done or about to be so done or saturated by certain things in your life that's exactly the motivation you were in need of to just be done with something. Now, situations that were on the limit of what they could be or what they could go, they are necessarily gonna die and gonna fall out. And the cards energy inform you to let it be. Let it die out. Let it fall apart. Because if there's still something in it for you to experience, if there's something in it that's still meant to be or still meant to be rebirthed, it will be naturally. You don't have to move an inch and you don't have to do anything and you don't have to become anyone else, right? But there has been things here that have been holding space or holding more space than what they should, again, in defining your life or your identity. And that's exactly what kind of the spiritual purpose of February is to get you rid of all of these interferences in your focus. So if you have toxic friendships, toxic association, toxic situationships, or a relationship that is pretty much done, but you still keep pushing it, if you have toxic habits, toxic patterns around spending or how you use your money, or how you keep sabotaging yourself for your growth, all of that is going to be put into this huge spotlight for you to look at. And I see you looking at it, but looking at it differently. Like, okay, I own this up and I'm done with this, so I'm going to stick to a new energy. And I don't mind falling or losing whatever is falling or being perceived as a loss, or ending what needs to be ended, because I'm so done with it. So you could be actually needing this type of situation to come to its limit, or you've allowed something to go to this far because it's the way for you to recognize that it's just not a fit. And I see something about this energy of this metaphor of Cinderella, right? Shoe, only feeding her, right? Not feeding the other candidates that the prince kept trying to shoe on. So for me, this means that there was something that was just not a fit, or you keep trying, right? Until you realize it was just not it. When it's the fit, you're going to know. All right. And I feel like for many of you with this heart card, you could be in this very upsetting energy of maybe realizing that you were insisting or persisting on a love partnership or on a romantic option that was just not the one or the fit you thought it was initially. And they're also showing me the reference that the sisters pretended, right? So again, I keep getting like you feel deceived, or you feel that there was a certain degree of deception around the romantic partnership or option, how they presented themselves and how they ended up being different, right? So there's this strange understanding of that person or that option was just not how you thought. And so you're also kind of just you're freeing yourself from expectation or an emotional romantic expectation that was keeping you stuck in a rut. For many of you, stuck in a pattern, stuck in a sensation of discomfort or lack. Many of you were breadcrumbed here with the mice card as well, or you were just consistently given mixed signals, or others of you given less, way less than what you deserve as a lover. And I feel like many of you Scorpios have a very intense energy here where you realize it's just not it. Like, again, your potential as a lover or what you seek in your love life is filled with the heart energy. So it's filled with emotional power, but it needs to be, again, channeled into an option that fits you. And I feel like many of you're discovering more as well about your love nature, or who you are as a lover, or who you want to be. And so also who you want to attract in terms of a love spectrum. I'm feeling almost like an energy of something that has been brewing in the last year. So maybe this was a person you've dealt all throughout 2025, or severe problems or cracks in the relationship or situationship started to appear to you more vividly last year. And you now realize that maybe the month is the month to actually address this. And for many of you, it's about ending it. Now, for the other Scorpios, that this will be the other person ending something with you. The message is try not to hold on or pressure it or, make it something that it's not. Because I feel like there's some of you that are trying to hold a partner or hold someone in your life the wrong way, right? Out of fear, again, of lack. Know that there's a lot of emotional abundance waiting for you when you focus on that and not on the lack. So if they want to go, let them. Don't put yourself on the hands of someone else, emotionally speaking here. Don't breadcrumb, don't demand, don't let them figure out for themselves. Because I feel like that's the major lesson. Even though I feel like for many of you, the lesson will be about you choosing to end something, there's always a percentage of you, depending on the story you are in and the narratives, where the lesson will be reversed, where you will have to be the one letting them go if they come to you saying they want to end it. And I do see like either you're surprising someone with this notice of bye-bye, I'm going, or someone is surprising you. Now, for others of you, that's not going to be about relationships. It's going to be about something you want to pursue. I'm feeling like academically, so it could be related to your education, studies, or something you want to invest in terms of your education. You could be receiving some sort of surprising news related to opportunities that might make you consider ending or terminate, contracts or leaving situations or arrangements that are just not working for you, or prevent you from pursuing a new opportunity that stimulates you, especially in the intellectual space. Some of you that have been waiting to hear news about work, I also feel like that's incoming. Or you've been just any kind of news you have been like patiently waiting to receive, or if you went to an interview, you're waiting to know if you're going to get the job or not, or anything new. Again, you were waiting for a response. It's going to come, and I feel many of you it's going to come on your favor, but it will require changes. It will require a new sense of self to adapt to the flow of the new, and for many of you will require movement, an actual move, relocation. It will require you to go live somewhere else, or you to have a different routine, to have a different system placed in your life. And for others, for you to let go of relationships that drain you. For some of you, maybe it's not even about a specific partner, but it's about how you let others, again, condition your growth and determine what you're meant for or what you're cut out for, because some of you have been a little lost in the plot here when it comes to who you are amongst the others, right? So Scorpios, I hope you have a great month of February. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.